So, good morning. Let us start fat soluble vitamins. You know that there are two types of vitamins. In water soluble vitamin, you have already seen vitamin B1, B2, B3. Okay, thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin. Okay, fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, K, and E. Let us see vitamin A. Okay, so you heard about fat soluble vitamins. This is just for as an introduction. They are mainly stored in the liver, so their deficiency is less because they are vitamin K and E partially stored in the liver, vitamin D mainly stored in the fat and muscle tissue, so there is a chance of toxicity. Okay, so their shortage is less compared to water soluble vitamin. Excess of water soluble vitamins are excreted in the urine. Okay, so let us directly go to vitamin A. So vitamin A chemistry. Vitamin A contains beta ionion ring, cyclohexoxynyl ring, and a polyisoprenoid chain with a functional group. So you just remember in word, it contains beta ionion ring, that is cyclohexynyl. Beta ionion ring is enough, and polyisoprenoid chain with the functional group. Okay, this is the chemistry, so no need to remember the structure as such. Beta ionion ring, that is first is mentioned is beta ionion ring, and second part is it attached OH group with the unsaturated isoprenoid side chain. Okay, that is ultrans, we call it as unsaturated isoprenoid side chain, we call ultrans. This word will come next, ultrans. So unsaturated isoprenoid side chain is ultrans, beta ionion ring. So together is the vitamin A, and there is a group, hydroxyl group. Okay, so beta ionion ring and polyisoprenoid chain with functional group. Okay, beta ionion ring with unsaturated polyisoprenoid ring. Okay, this is need not to remember, but you should remember at least vitamin A contains beta ionion ring with polyisoprenoid side chain with a functional group. So based on the functional group, present in three different biologically there are three different biologically active forms of vitamin A. So based on the functional group, there are three active forms of vitamin A. What are those? Based on the functional group means group may be either alcohol, aldehyde, or acid. So retinol contains alcohol, OL. You see our last two word is OL, letter is OL, which contains alcohol. Retinol, AL, that is aldehyde, CHO, and retinoic acid is the acid group. Okay, OAC. So retinol, and retinoic acid are three different biologically active forms of vitamin A. Retinol, which is an aldehyde, exists as two geometric isomers. You know what are isomers? Okay, so retinol exists two geometric isomers. Okay, they have same molecular formula, but the special element is different. Ultrans and Levensis retinol. Okay, there are optical isomers and geometrical isomers. So you know that carbohydrate exhibit optical isomers, so these exhibit geometric isomers. Okay, retinol exists as two geometric isomers, ultrans and levens is retinol. Okay, so retinol exists as ultrans retinol and levens is retinol. Okay, this you should remember. What are the three biological form? Retinol, retinol and retinoic acid. Okay. So this is what is the provitamin form of vitamin which is present in plant? Vitamin A present in plant. Provitamin form of vitamin A present in plant is carotenes. These carotenes, there is alpha, beta and gamma carotenes. Okay, they are found in plant food. They are together called carotenes, alpha, beta and gamma mainly. So beta is the main one. Beta carotene is the most common precursor of vitamin A found in plant. This may be asked as one word answer or multiple choice question. Okay, which is the most common provitamin form found in plant, which is the most common provitamin form of vitamin A which is present in plant food, food from plant origin, that is beta carotene. Okay, so beta carotene is the provitamin form mainly found in plant food. Okay, so as a one word answer, you just remember this. So otherwise biological form 3: retinol and retinoic acid. One is aldehyde, other one is alcohol, third one is acid, retinoic acid. So on cleavage, this beta carotene produces two molecules of retinol. Okay, so beta carotene also finally converted to retinol. So this is mainly present in your carrot, yellow color, pumpkin and all food. Okay, we will see the source, then you will realize. So this is again, don't get tense, this is no need to remember. This is the beta carotene which is present in plant. Okay, beta carotene which is present in plant. Okay, beta carotene which is present in the plant. So when it break down using dioxygenase enzyme, we get retinol. Okay, as I told in the previous slide, on cleavage beta carotene produce two molecules of retinol. Okay, on cleavage using dioxygenase, in the presence of dioxygenase enzyme, beta carotene can be cleaved into two molecules of retinol. Okay, this is the structure of retinol. Okay, just for your information. Okay, so beta carotene cleaved into two molecules of retinol using, in the presence of enzyme dioxygenase. Okay, this no need to write in the exam anything, just remember. Okay, so what are the source of vitamin? What are the source of vitamin A? Animal source, fish liver oil. Main thing you have to remember, fish liver oil is rich source, egg yolk also rich source. Okay, shark liver oil and all. Milk, butter, cream, cheese, mainly egg yolk, liver part is rich source of vitamin A. So remember, liver part is rich source of vitamin A. So even polar bear, what we see in largest living carnivorous animal, that contains highest amount of vitamin A. Okay, which is stored in the liver. Okay, so animal source is fish liver oils. Okay, fish liver oil, egg yolk, butter, milk, cream, etc. Vegetable source is the main carotenes, beta carotene. Vegetables contain yellow pigment. What are those? Carrot, pumpkin, papaya, mango and green leafy vegetables like spinach and amaranth. Okay, these are rich in beta carotenes. So beta carotene is provitamin form of vitamin A. They are present in plant present in plant food, that is mainly yellow pigmented plant food, that is carrot, pumpkin, papaya, mango. Mainly they are yellow pigmented. Okay, they are mainly present. Okay, so these are the one what you can see here: carrot, papaya and all, mango, even other melon and all, sweet potato which are yellow, even egg yolk also, rich fish also. Okay, meat mainly liver part is rich. Okay, egg yolk, liver part and all rich. Fish liver oil is rich. Okay, so what is the recommended allowance, RDA, recommended dietary allowance for vitamin A? Men 752,000 micrograms per day, women 750 micrograms per day, pregnancy little more required, so 1000 approximately micrograms per day, lactation 1200 micrograms per day. Okay, so let us see absorption in brief, transport and storage in brief. Okay, absorption, transport and storage of vitamin A. So see, dietary retinol esters, this is from animal origin. Okay, dietary retinol esters hydrolyzed by pancreatic or intestinal brush border hydrolases. These are the hydrolases, you know that 6 classes of enzyme. They hydrolyze means using water. So dietary retinol esters means mainly from the animal origin, animal store food. Dietary retinol esters are hydrolyzed by pancreatic or intestinal brush border hydrolases. Intestinal brush border contains many enzymes. So pancreatic or intestinal brush border hydrolases in the intestine, they hydrolyze dietary retinol esters present in the animal food. Okay, these are vitamins. Retinol esters means vitamin A, that is cleaved by pancreatic or intestinal brush border hydrolases, releasing retinol and free fatty acid. Students, don't confuse with retinol and retinoic acid. These are 3 biological active forms of vitamin A. Okay, so that is about animal. So what happens? Plant food, beta carotene is cleaved by intestinal mucosa by carotene dioxygenase, yielding retinaldehyde, which is reduced to retinol. Okay, so beta carotene, as I told, it yields 2 molecules of retinol. Beta carotene is cleaved in the intestinal mucosa by carotene dioxygenase, yielding retinaldehyde, which is reduced to retinol. Okay, which is reduced to retinol. So from animal food, dietary retinol esters are reduced are break down into retinol here. From plant source, again it is break down into beta carotene is cleaved in the intestinal mucosa by carotene dioxygenase, yielding retinaldehyde, which is reduced to retinol. From both plant and animal source, vitamin A forms are reduced to retinol. So this retinol is esterified and secreted in chylomicron, which is a lipoprotein. Okay, so retinol is obtained from plant and animal origin vitamin A, which is esterified and secreted in chylomicrons together with esters, forming dietary retinol. Okay, so chylomicrons are lipoproteins. The intestinal activity of carotene dioxygenase is low, so that a relatively large proportion of ingested beta carotene may appear in circulation undamaged. Okay, what is the meaning of this? So dioxygenase activity is low, so that a relatively large proportion of ingested beta carotene may appear in circulation unchanged, means without cleaving. Okay, So if we take more amount of beta carotene only, that is we get less amount of this dietary retinol. Okay, that is the meaning of second paragraph. The intestinal activity of beta of carotene dioxygenase is low, so that relatively large proportion of ingested beta carotene may appear in the circulation unchanged without any changes. So what about the fate of beta carotene is cleaved to retinol by using carotene dioxygenase. First it converted to retinaldehyde, which is reduced to retinol. Then from here dietary retinol esters from animal origin what we take are hydrolyzed by pancreatic or intestinal brush border. Again it forms retinol. So what about the transport? The intestinal mucosal cells. What happens in intestinal mucosal cells? This retinol is re-esterified. Okay, why it is re-esterified? Because once it is already esterified, you can see there in this slide, once it is already esterified and secreted in the chylomicron together with esters forming dietary retinol. So during transport in the intestinal mucosal cell, this retinol is re-esterified to long chain fatty acid, incorporated into chylomicrons and transferred to lymph. The retinol esters of chylomicrons are taken up by liver and stored. So vitamin A finally stored in the liver. So retinol is re-esterified to long chain fatty acid and it is incorporated into chylomicrons, which is a lipoprotein, and transferred to lymph. The retinol esters of chylomicrons are taken up by liver and vitamin A finally stored in the liver. Okay, retinol is transported in the circulation by plasma retinol binding protein. Transported in the circulation. This is the transport protein, RBP. What is that? Plasma retinol binding protein. Okay. So what are the functions of vitamin A? Mainly in the role of vision. You heard, I think, functions of vitamin A has main role in the vision, that is retinol, then cell differentiation, retinol and retinoic acid, and antioxidant. Beta carotene is the main antioxidant. Okay. So there is a function of vitamin A in vision, that is function of vitamin A in the vision, that is walled visual cycle. Okay, walled visual cycle. So walled visual cycle or rhodopsin cycle, both are same. See, in the retina there are two types of cells, rod cells and cone cells. Rod cells of the retina are responsible for vision in dim light. They contain visual pigment rhodopsin. Rhodopsin, nothing but it is a conjugated protein. Okay. So rods and cone cells are present in the retina. Rod cells are responsible for vision in dim light and cone cells are responsible for vision in bright light. These 2 points you have to remember. So rhodopsin. Okay, rhodopsin, what is rhodopsin? It is a protein which contains visual pigment. Okay, rhodopsin, okay, which contains visual pigment of rod cell. Okay, so what is rhodopsin? Visual pigment of rod cells in retina. Okay, it is a conjugated protein. Okay, where 11th is retinol bound to apoprotein opsin. Okay, apoprotein is proper part of the protein. Okay, so rhodopsin is a conjugated protein which is a visual pigment of rod cells in retina, which is of 11-cis retinol bound to apoprotein opsin. So rhodopsin is 11-cis retinol plus opsin. Okay, opsin apoprotein part is opsin. Rhodopsin, which is the apoprotein part, is the opsin. Okay, so 11-cis retinol bound to apoprotein opsin is rhodopsin. Okay, which is a visible pigment of rod cells. So rhodopsin here, when exposed to light, a series of photochemical isomerization takes place. Rhodopsin, which is a visible pigment, conjugated protein, okay, present in the retina, when exposed to light, when exposed to sunlight, a series of photochemical changes, isomerization takes place, result in bleaching of visual pigment, release of all-trans retinol, okay, release of all-trans retinol. This is the walled visible cycle. So what happens? Rhodopsin, when exposed to sunlight or light, a series of photochemical isomerization takes place, actually, result in bleaching of visual pigment and release of all-trans retinol and opsin. We can see that rhodopsin, which is 11-cis retinol and opsin, in the presence of light, there is photochemical isomerization. So there is a release of all-trans retinol and all-trans you can see down, and opsin is released. Process lead to conformational changes in opsin, which triggers nerve impulse. This changes, what is that? Rhodopsin is converted to all-trans retinol and opsin. This process leads to conformational changes in opsin, which triggers nerve impulse. Okay, this nerve impulse is transmitted by optic nerve to the visual center of the brain. Okay, so conversion of what? You can see first there, topmost rhodopsin, that is 11-cis retinol plus opsin, in the presence of light, there is a photochemical isomerization, result in rhodopsin is changed to 11-cis retinol and opsin. This process leads to conformational changes in opsin, which triggers nerve impulse. This nerve impulse is transmitted by optic nerve to the visual center of the brain. This is how the process. So that is one. You can see there, rhodopsin to opsin, there is a generation of nerve impulse. Much more things we will see next class. See, 11-cis retinol, there is a regeneration of 11-cis retinol, because what is 11-cis retinol plus opsin is rhodopsin. There is a need of regeneration of rhodopsin, requires isomerization of all-trans retinol to 11-cis retinol by retinol isomerase. Okay, it combines spontaneously with the opsin. Which combines? All-trans retinol, NAL, all-trans retinol spontaneously combined with opsin to form 11-cis retinol. Okay, this 11-cis retinol plus opsin is rhodopsin. So there is regeneration of rhodopsin. Okay, so what is happening? Rhodopsin is converted to, what is rhodopsin? It is a conjugated protein present in the retina, that is 11-cis retinol plus opsin. In the presence of light, it changes to 11-cis retinol, see down, and opsin. Okay, 11-cis retinol and opsin, 11-cis retinol and opsin. This that is all-trans retinol and opsin, all-trans retinol and opsin. So there is a need of regeneration of rhodopsin. Okay, How regeneration rhodopsin takes place? Conversion of all-trans retinol to 11-cis retinol. Okay. So all-trans regeneration rhodopsin requires isomerization of all-trans retinol to 11-cis retinol. Okay. It combines spontaneously with opsin. Okay. So all-trans retinol NAL plus opsin gives 11-cis retinol. So this 11-cis retinol plus opsin is rhodopsin. So there is a regeneration of rhodopsin there. There is furthermore, we should know something about this. Okay, what is that? See, there is a conversion of all-trans retinol from rhodopsin. Okay, generation of nerve impulse, but all are not converted to all-trans retinol. Most of the all-trans retinol are transported to liver and converted to -cis retinol and stored in the liver. Okay, alcohol dehydrogenase is the enzyme. 11-cis retinol is transported to liver and is converted to, in the liver, it's converted to retinol, all-trans retinol, using alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme. All-trans retinol in the liver converted to 11-cis retinol. All-trans and 11-cis retinol both are alcohols, they are isomers. So isomerase is the enzyme which convert all-trans retinol. We can see that down last reaction. All-trans retinol is converted to 11-cis retinol by isomerase enzyme in the liver. Okay, so 11-cis retinol again, which is converted to 11-cis retinol aldehyde by alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme. Okay, so thereby the cycle completes. Okay, so what happens after this? First, rhodopsin is converted to all-trans retinol. Rhodopsin plus opsin is rhodopsin. In the presence of light, it is converted to all-trans retinol and opsin. Again, all-trans retinol is converted to 11-cis retinol by retinol isomerase enzyme. Thereby rhodopsin is regenerated. Okay. So down, what happens in the liver? The conversion of all all-trans retinol to 11-cis retinol, first reaction you can see, is incomplete. So most of the all-trans retinol NAL, all-trans retinol is transported to liver and converted to all-trans retinol by alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme. The all-trans retinol undergo isomerization to 11-cis retinol, which is then oxidized to 11-cis retinol to participate in the visible cycle. Okay, so rest we will see next class. So this walled visible cycle is very important 5 marks question.